Yay! Please stay tuned for further explanation of the program. Welcome. My name is Kaila Mayho, and I want to thank you for staying tuned to the explanation of this amazing Java programming exercise. As you guys can see here on the left side, we are using the Java Programming Masterclass for software developers, and we're doing a Java coding exercise called Pool Area. First thing we're going to do is go over the problem, explain any logic that I think isn't explained well in the question, and then we are going to start coding on the right hand side. Don't forget, if you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow the social media links to stay tuned to when I upload the videos, and also to hit the notification bell. So let's get started. The swimming company has asked you to write an application that calculates the volume of cuboid-shaped pools. So first we're going to write a class named Rectangle. The class needs two fields, instant fields, with the name width and length, both of type double. Excuse me. The class needs to have one constructor with parameters of length and width, both of type double, and it needs to initialize the fields. In case the width parameter is less than 0, it needs to set the width field to 0. In the case the length parameter is less than 0, it needs to set the length field to 0. And then we have three instant methods, get width and get length, as we know are getters. And then we know get area. All three of them do not need any parameters. And for get area, we are going to return length times width. Then we have one more class we have to create for this program. The class name is called cuboid. That extends rectangle. The class needs one field, height of type double. The class needs to have one constructor. Excuse me again. Sorry guys. I don't know. I think I may need water or something. One constructor with three parameters, length, width, and height of all type double, and it needs to call a parent constructor and initialize the height field. If height is less than 0, set height value to 0. If I'm not able to cut that out, guys, I'm sorry. My mouth is really dry for some reason. And then we have two more methods that we need to include here. Get height, that has no parameters, which is to return the value of height, and get volume, that returns the calculated volume. And to calculate the volume, we do area times multiplied by height. And we can see here we have some test code that I've already uploaded or included in my Intellji. And then we also have the output that was provided for us here. So we need to make sure that our output matches their output once we finish coding. So let's get started on the fun stuff. I'm getting bored out here. Oh, that's reading. Okay, so we see first we need two instant variables named width and length. So private of type double, as we can see right there, width, and private double length. Alright, first thing's done. Now they want us to create a constructor that takes in the parameters of length and width. So it's a public rectangle, double width, and double length. And then they wanted us to set up some conditionals, right? Yeah, so if width and length are less, width and or length is equal to 0, then we set it equal. If not, it isn't. But either way, it'll work. So this way, when I did it right, it's a little different than the previous ones. I'll leave either in the eye in the upper right hand corner, I'll leave suggestions of my other problems, the cylinder, the carpet cost, along with complex numbers. They all contain conditionals that are similar to this, so you guys can see how some are the same and some are different. So if W, what we're going to do with, basically if the width that is passed is less than 0, we're going to set that width to 0. And then if length that is passed is less than 0, we're going to set that to 0. Okay, so then no matter what, we're still going to be using this dot width is equal to width, and this dot length is equal to length. Alright, so now we got the constructor for rectangle completed. So now we're going to do the 3 instant methods we need to complete this class. We have to do the get width, so public, and as we can see, Intellji is helping us. So we're just going to take the help, I don't know about you guys, I'll take all the help I can get. So we have get length, we have get width, but it's still important to know what's happening here. So again, what it is it's a method, it's a public method of type double that's going to return the value of get length and get width. You can also have it be this dot length. That's another option as well. We did it in the constructor there, to prevent confusion amongst the declared variables. So now the last method we need to make is the public double get area method. And then we'll return width times length. You see they're all purple because they're all pertaining to up here, where these ones are pertaining to right here. Now what we could do, I guess to prevent the related problem, we would do the dot this. In order for it to not be confused. If it's not going to go away, we're just going to leave it there. It's not that serious. It's not going to prevent us from doing what we're trying to do. Okay. So we have all the methods for rectangle. We cleared that up. So now let's work on cuboid, the second class of this program. We can see that it extends rectangle. For those that don't know what extend means, it's basically a keyword to where it's telling us that cuboid has permissions, or it takes information rather, from rectangle. And we're going to see how that's going to work here in a minute. So cuboid extends rectangle. So here it's saying there's no default constructor available, so we're going to insert it. So what this means is since rectangle is basically the parent of cuboid, we still have to call the constructor of rectangle, and in order to do that we still have to pass the values that are needed. So I'm going to add those parameters to super. So it's going to call that constructor and send the information back to us. And other than that, we know we need to have a conditional statement for if height comes in less than 0. So if height is less than 0, or in this case h, we're going to have it set it equal to 0. So then we can have this height, which I haven't declared a variable yet. I'm going to do that right now. Equals height. We go back up here, private juggle height. Alright, so we've completed the constructor, we've completed the instant variable. Now let's add the two instant methods. The first one is a getter that we love so much. We're going to get height, easy peasy. Now we are going to get value. And like I explained before, or as we can see right there, get value doesn't have any parameters, but it returns the calculated value. And to calculate volume, you multiply the area by the height. So we already know that the height is in this class, so we don't have to worry about that. But in order to get area, we have to call super and call the get area method in order to grab that information from the rectangle class. So again, if you guys have any questions on the explanation, please leave it in the comments down below. Maybe you guys have a different problem you guys would like for me to show you how to do that's similar to these, that may help you understand a little bit more. And again, check out the description for other videos I've done similar to this, having to do with classes and inheritance, to help you guys understand this concept. It can be hard at first, but once you keep practicing, it gets easier. So now, let's scroll down to the test code, or the test output of this problem, to see if we did it correctly. Alright, so let's build it and run it. And from the looks of it, it looks the same. We have the width and the length of 5 and 10, so the area is 50. That checks out. We have a cuboid width length of 5 and 10. That checks out with an area of 50. And a height of 5, so the volume is 250. Alright. So, go ahead, leave a little like, subscribe, share with a friend. Go ahead and follow all the social media links in the bio. I have an Instagram, a Twitter, Snapchat, a Facebook, a WhatsApp for some of you guys that like that, a Tumblr as well. Okay, so now onto the fun part. We're going to copy all this over to the Udemy tester to see if we really got, if we can go against the ultimate tester, that we tested every possible scenario that we can think of. And I think for this one, we just needed to do their test code, and I believe that's enough. If you've watched some of my older videos, I come up with my own possible test values. You can do that here, but I don't think it's necessary. It'll just all kind of be repetitive, But trial and error is always good. If you guys come up with any errors yourselves, or again, alternative ways to do the problem, don't hesitate to leave it in the comments below. There's a lot of different ways to code these problems. Alright, fingers crossed, guys. Let's see if we can get this on the first go. Ooh, wait, errors galore. Well, no, it's not that bad. So it's basically just talking about the super.get area. It says the object cannot comply with the given types. So if we go to over here, let's do something here. How about we just type it out, maybe? Let's just try that. See if that'll solve the problem. Sometimes it's the little things. I can make the things work. Because it's only talking about what's passed through the super, not everything else. We can't find the symbol. Oh. So if you guys check up here, just watch this. The only issue is because I didn't copy my class title. So all that was missing is that it extends rectangle, because as of before I click check solution, or as of right now technically, it doesn't know what rectangle is. It knows we're calling a super, but we don't know where the super is coming from. And still saying we have a problem. Let's see. With have private access and rectangle. Oh, okay. I mean, so? Okay, let's go back. Oh, see, look at that. Silly me. I put weight instead of width. And let's check that there. And we got it. So, ignore all those little errors you guys saw there. I want to thank you guys for sticking around for this long in the video. Please go ahead and share the video with your friends. Like, subscribe, follow, share. And, keep coding. It's important, it's fun, it's frustrating. Code with you guys next time. Bye!